Dear viewers, let's not forget that it was on November the 22nd that the Dow broke through 19,000. Today is December the 21st, when we may break through 20,000. By the way, in that time frame, only just 5 stocks have accounted for half of the Dow's massive rally. Here they are, huge green arrows all around. Goldman Sachs, and then we have United Health and Travelers, way up just since the election. Boeing and Home Depot, way up just since the election. Now, I've got another number for you. Try this. $1.8 trillion. That's how much all stocks in the U.S. have gained in value since the election. Art Laffer is with us from Nashville, Tennessee. All right, Art, the left says, this isn't fair. This $1.8 trillion, it's all going to go to the 1%. It's the rich who will benefit from all of this. It's not fair. It's wrong. What says Art Laffer?
Well, Art Laffer says, I think it's part of what markets do, Stuart, and they make those decisions, not I. And I don't know how I could reverse those decisions, but let me just say that I do not want to make the rich poor. I do not. I want to make the poor richer.
Yes.
I want to raise the bottom. But one thing about this Dow, if I can, that I don't hear anyone talking about, is this huge increase in wealth in the U.S. Compare that to the deficit, and compare that to the national debt. You know, with Reagan, Stuart, I think the wealth of the U.S. went up by $17 trillion, even though the national debt went up by several trillion, couple trillion. The assets went up way more than the debt did, and that's what you really want to have in a country like ours, and I think we're well on a road to just a spectacular 8 years.
Okay, hold on a second, Art. Liz, look, isn't it obvious? Anybody with a corporate pension plan, a 401k,
yes,
an IRA, college savings,
yes,
personal savings, personal investment accounts, 100 million Americans, way more than that, actually have a piece of this stock market action.
Yeah, I mean, one of the great untold stories of the last 8 years is that basically pension plans in particular are being clobbered because they're not earning the returns that they are expected to earn. So, for example, yesterday there was a story in California where some pensioners who had worked for a city in California took a 60% cut in their retirement benefits. This is really devastating.
Yes.
So the answer is that's going to become more widespread unless markets and bonds and so forth begin to return more to the pension funds. And so this is for everybody's benefit.
That was our story, and I got bad news for public pensions out there. Even with an incredible gain on the stock market, CalPERS is the fund, will not earn enough to cover the shortfall. It's
it's
huge.
really terrible. I mean,
pensions,
it's a terrible
public pensions in this country are a nightmare.
But back to the point being, Art, that 100 million people do have a piece, albeit a small piece, of this huge rally.
They have a large piece, Stuart. I mean, this is just what they're saying. I just was up in Kentucky. Kentucky is 41%, their pension fund is 41% funded. They're the 50th worst in the nation. What's being said here is really true. All the private pensions, all the public pensions, all the situations there. This is the most wonderful story ever told, and how anyone could spin this to be bad is just the Grinch is alive and well if they could spin this as being bad. I wish the numbers were up 30 trillion.
Are you a great-grandfather? Yes, you are. And you've got this life and enthusiasm. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Because you got life and spirit like I've never seen.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I had to rush to the studio because of time differences. I really hope the United States goes like Russia and has one time zone for the whole country so we all know where we are at each time.
All right, we've got